The 4 phases of transformation. History rarely makes a man in a single moment. It makes him slowly, through service and suffering, through betrayal and exile, forging him across decades into something that could not have existed any other way. The life of Khushal Khan Khattak unfolded across 4 distinct phases, each one darker than the last, each one more productive than the one before. Phase 1. Mughal service, 1641 to 1664. When his father Shahbaz Khan died on a Mughal military campaign in 1641, Khushal Khan inherited the Khattak paramount chieftainship at just 28 years of age. For the next 2 decades, he was the empire's man on the frontier, loyal, competent, and pragmatic. He led Khattak cavalry in the Mughal-Afghan Balkh campaigns under Emperor Shah Jahan, managed the Indus ferry crossing, and navigated the complex patronage politics of the imperial system with skill. He watched, he learned, he served, and all the while he was absorbing something invaluable, an intimate knowledge of how the Mughal Empire thought, how it fought, and, crucially, where it was vulnerable. That knowledge would one day be used against it. Phase 2. Imprisonment. Around 1664 to 1668. Then came the arrest. On Emperor Aurangzeb's orders, motivated by court rivals, revoked loyalties, and a new emperor's drive to centralize frontier control, Khushal Khan was seized and imprisoned at Ranthambore Fort in Rajasthan, India. His tribal authority was stripped. His ferry rights were revoked. His freedom was gone. For 4 years, he sat in a Mughal prison while his world dismantled itself around him. But in that stone cell, something extraordinary happened. Deprived of everything else, he turned with total intensity to the only thing they could not take from him, his mind and his pen. The poetry of this period cuts to the bone. Meditations on injustice, on wounded honor, on the Islamic virtue of sabr, patience, and on the precise point where patience ends and surrender begins. It was in prison that Khushal Khan, the loyal auxiliary, died, and Khushal Khan, the political intellectual, was born. Phase 3. Armed resistance, 1668 to 1681. Released from prison, he returned to the Pashtun belt transformed and furious. He immediately set to work building what no Pashtun leader had successfully built before, a multi-tribal coalition capable of confronting the empire in the field. He reached out to the Yusufzai, the Afridi, the Mohmand, the great tribal confederacies of the Pashtun belt, and he bound them together not just with political argument, but with poetry. He composed martial ghazals so charged with honor and shame that reluctant warriors found it impossible to stay home. In 1672, the great Pashtun revolt erupted, and for 5 years, the mountains bled the empire dry. Phase 4. Exile and lamentation, 1681 to 1689. And then came the wound that not even a Mughal emperor could have inflicted. His own son Bahram Khan, cultivated by Mughal patronage, backed by rivals within the tribe, betrayed him. Displaced from the Khattak chieftainship around 1681, Khushal Khan retreated to Shra Kware, red soils, a place of internal exile in the mountains he had spent a lifetime defending. He was old now, defeated in the worldly sense, but his pen never stopped. The poetry of his final 8 years is the most philosophically searching work of his entire life. Confrontations with mortality, with treachery, with the proper response of a Muslim man of honor to a world that has taken everything from him. He reportedly asked that his tomb carry a single epitaph, that he was a man who died at war with Aurangzeb. 4 phases, 1 extraordinary life. A man remade, again and again, by forces that intended to destroy him.